Alcaraz's serving improvements and record-breaking run set the stage for a high-stakes quarterfinal as he eyes a historic career Grand Slam in Melbourne. World number 1 Carlos Alcaraz continues to turn heads at Melbourne Park, booking his spot in the Australian Open quarterfinals after a straight-sets victory over 19th seed Tommy Paul on Sunday, January 25, 2026. With a scoreline of 7-6, 6, 6-4, 7-5, the 22-year-old Spaniard delivered a performance brimming with explosive shot-making, clutch serving, and a dash of showmanship that had the Rod Laver Arena crowd buzzing from start to finish. This win not only propels Alcaraz into his third consecutive Australian Open quarterfinal, but also marks his 14th Grand Slam quarterfinal appearance before the age of 23, a new Open-era record, surpassing legends Bjorn Borg and Boris Becker. It's another milestone on Alcaraz's quest to complete the career Grand Slam, a feat that would make him the youngest man ever to achieve it, besting his countryman Rafael Nadal's record. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for the top seed. Paul, who reached the semi-finals in Melbourne just a year prior and owns 2 previous victories over Alcaraz, came out swinging. The American broke Alcaraz in the very first game and quickly built a 4-2 lead, showcasing the kind of flat, aggressive hitting that's troubled the Spaniard in the past. Yet, as he has done so often, Alcaraz found another gear. Alcaraz's response was both immediate and emphatic. He steadied his serve, ramped up the pressure on Paul's second deliveries, and began dictating rallies with his trademark blend of spin and pace. The first set, however, was interrupted by an unexpected medical emergency in the stands, a 14-minute pause as a spectator received urgent attention. Both players handled the delay with professionalism, even warming up again before play resumed. When the tiebreak finally arrived, Paul fought valiantly, saving a set point with a stunning backhand down the line at 5-6. But the American's nerves betrayed him at the crucial moment, as a costly double fault handed Alcaraz the set, 8-6 in the breaker. I think he started pretty strong. In the first game, serving, I thought I played a good game, but he came with really strong shots, really flat, and for me it was a bit difficult. Alcaraz reflected in his on-court interview. But I stayed there all the time and I knew I was going to have my chances, and I tried to take them. I think I did that. The momentum firmly in his corner, Alcaraz pressed his advantage in the second set. He broke Paul's serve in the third game with a searing forehand winner and never looked back, maintaining the lead with a series of unreturnable serves and crisp volleys. Paul, for his part, continued to battle, but couldn't quite generate the sustained pressure needed to swing the match back in his favor. By the numbers, Alcaraz's serving was nothing short of impressive. He landed 70% of his first serves, winning 79% of those points, and didn't commit a single double fault. His second serve was nearly as effective, winning 68% of those points. In total, Alcaraz fired 35 winners and committed just 28 unforced errors, while Paul tallied 27 winners against 35 unforced mistakes. The Spaniard dropped serve only once, while breaking Paul 3 times from 10 opportunities. The serve is something I've been working on for a long time. I'm really happy to see the improvement of the serve and to have a high percentage, Alcaraz said after the match. After every set, I try to take up my percentage. I look at the screen after every set. In general, in the 4 matches I've played, the serve has been an important weapon for me. He even joked about the similarities between his revamped service motion and that of Novak Djokovic, quipping, "Yeah, I heard that. I have the contract over there, but I haven't seen him yet." Paul's challenge didn't fade easily. The American saved 3 break points in the third game of the final set and continued to chase every ball, looking to extend rallies and force errors. But Alcaraz's relentless pressure paid off in the 11th game, as Paul missed a forehand to give up the crucial break. Serving for the match at 6-5, Alcaraz closed it out in style with a service winner, capping a 2-hour, 44-minute battle that showcased both players' grit and athleticism. After the final point, the two shared a warm embrace at the net, with Alcaraz even treating the crowd to a little celebratory dance, a nod to his growing reputation as both a fierce competitor and an entertainer. The Spaniard also applauded Paul as he left the court, recognizing the American's role in a high-quality contest. With this victory, Alcaraz improves his head-to-head record against Paul to 6-2, having now defeated the American on all 3 Grand Slam surfaces. He remains undefeated in sets throughout the 2026 Australian Open, boasting a 12-0 record in sets played. Overall, I think it was a really high level of tennis from both sides, but I'm just really happy that I got it in straight sets," Alcaraz said, echoing the sentiments of fans and analysts alike. Looking ahead, Alcaraz will face the winner of the highly anticipated matchup between local favorite Alex de Minaur and the powerful Kazakh Alexander Bublik. Both present unique challenges, de Minaur with his speed and crowd support, Bublik with his unpredictability and big serve. No matter the opponent, Alcaraz's form and confidence make him a formidable obstacle for anyone left in the draw. Elsewhere at Melbourne Park, the day saw Aryna Sabalenka and Coco Gauff also advance to the women's quarterfinals, underscoring the tournament's theme of rising stars and established champions making their mark. But it's Alcaraz's pursuit of history that continues to capture the imagination. He's not just playing for another title, he's chasing records, redefining expectations, and if his serve keeps firing, perhaps even setting the stage for the ultimate Grand Slam breakthrough in Australia. As the tournament heads into its decisive week, all eyes remain fixed on the Spanish sensation. Can Alcaraz finally conquer Melbourne Park and complete his career Grand Slam? The next chapter in this thrilling story is just around the corner.